Hello everyone, my name is Likita and I am from first year ECA section and my roll number is 20BQ1A0422. Today I am going to discuss about green chemistry, and this green chemistry majorly explains about how to prevent pollution from our environment, and chemists play the major role in this green chemistry. Today I am going to discuss about what are the 12 basic principles in this green chemistry. There are 12 basic principles of the green chemistry, and first one is pollution prevention. Prevention is better than the cure. Before we implementing or before we making that product, we need to check either this product may cause any pollution or damage to the environment, and we need to prevent that damage before it implementation only. And next one is atom economy. Atom economy means every material or every product is made up of some atoms, and we need to follow cooking analogy in this. Cooking analogy means in cooking we use some ingredients and all the ingredients will be our final byproducts. In the same way, we need to make the material also. All the atoms and all the molecules we are using should be the final product. And next one is less hazardous chemical synthesis. In this chemical synthesis we had two types of pathways. One is traditional pathway, another one is normal greener pathway. Traditional pathway means which consists of less hazardous highly toxic synthesis. In this we may synthesize some toxic materials or some toxic chemicals. Greener pathway means we will take a path which consists of which will form the less hazardous materials or less hazardous chemicals. And next one is designing safer chemicals. Safer chemicals means when we are making a product or material, we may use many ingredients in those. In that ingredient should be safe, non-toxic, and making the material should be the safe. That is the goal of the final product. And next one is safer solvents and auxiliaries. Auxiliaries and safer solvents means we may use many solvents and separation agents. We should make necessary that we need to use only non-toxic materials and safe solvents. Some of the green solvents are water, supercritical water, supercritical CO2, ionic liquids, and etc. And next one is design for energy efficiency. Energy efficiency means if we use more energy, then more pollution may be caused and more pollution may be released. So we need to use less energy, less expensive products only. Next one, use of renewable feedstocks. When we are making a material, we need to use only renewable, means which can also obtain after the usage. If we are using non-renewable, if the species or the material may get extinct after the repeated usage. Next one is reduce derivatives, and means we need to unnecessary derivations, blocking groups, productions, deproduction, temporary modification of physical or chemical process should be avoided whenever possible. Next one is catalysis. Catalysis means we use some reagent should be added to speed up the reaction, and that catalysis sometimes should be prevented. Means due to catalysis some hazardous product may be the final product, so we need to use less catalysis, and a selective catalyst should be used which may cause less hazardous and non-toxic materials. Next one is design for degradation. Degradation means whenever we are making a product or whenever we are making a item, we need to check either it is degradable and either non-degradable. We need to either it was degradable only we should implement that product, then only we may reduce the pollution in our environment. Next one is real-time analysis for pollution prevention. Analytical methodologies need to be further developed to allow for the real-time in process monitoring and controlling prior to the formation of hazardous substances. And real-time analysis for the chemist is a process of checking the progress of chemical reaction as it happens. Next one is inherently safer chemical for accident prevention. Substance and the form of the substance used in a chemical process should be chosen so that minimize the potential for the chemical accidents, including release, explosions, and fires. Tragedy in Bhopal is one of the example which was happened in India in 1984. These are the 12 basic principles of the green chemistry followed by the chemists. If chemists follow these methods, then we may get final final product as a less hazardous, non toxic material. Thank you.